Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. It's Learning Hunt.
Today we will learn about the display property of CSS. So before starting the video, I want to tell you that if you want to learn HTML from basics, then my HTML full tutorial playlist link is in the description below. You can access from there. So let's start today's topic, that is CSS display property. So as you can see there, this is my Visual Studio Code here, and here is the HTML page with my title, that is CSS display property. Okay, so for applying the display property we have to create an element here. So I just create here an element. So my first heading is this is my CSS tutorial file. Okay, so I save this file and refresh my page. As you can see that this is my heading here. So I make a second heading, that is h2, because the h1 heading is so big, so I just make some small heading here. Now I apply here the internal CSS. Okay, so in the head section I write here the style tag, and in the styles tag I use that is h2 element. Okay, so I give here, so before applying the display property I want to give here the background color, that is blue. Okay, now I save this file and refresh my page. Now you can see that your element is becoming a blue. Okay, so this total line is becoming the blue with the background color. Okay, so now I give there the display property. So when I give here the display property, that is there the inline display property here. So when I give the inline display property and refresh my page, now you can see that your inline display property is only cover your only element. Okay, it's not cover the space between this first line. Okay, so as you can see that when I write here the same heading, I copy this line, this is my first tutorial, this is my CSS tutorial 5, and paste it here. Now I save this file and refresh my page. Now you can see that it's create a same heading with the same line, but in the previous section it's not apply this, because in the default setting there the display is block. Okay, so as you can see that this is the work of inline display property. Now here when I write here the display is block, now I save this file and refresh my page. Now you can see that it's come into the default option here. Now your first line is covered with the background color, but this total line, first line here, now as you can see that this is the block, it's becoming a block of your first element. Now there, this is the use of block property of display property block. Now there are the another use of flex. Okay, so when I use here the flex display property, now I save this file and refresh my page. Now there is nothing happened, but when I create an div element here, okay, here is the div element, and copy this element into the div section here. Okay, now I give the in div element, give there some CSS of the div element, that is I copy this display flex and paste it here. Okay, now see what happened, that is your line will be coming in a same line, but it's not giving the margin between them, it's joined two line. Okay, it's not giving some space, so I give here that is margin left. Okay, margin left is 10 pixel something. Now I refresh my page. Now you can see that clearly your both heading is in the same line. Okay, just like the display is inline property. Okay, So there the another feature is there the another property, just like with the display flags you can also add, that is justify content is center. So when you write the justify content is center, now you can see what happened. So before my refreshing page, now you can see that my both element is in the left side of my page. Now when I refresh this, now you can see that it's coming in the center of this page. Okay, so this is the use of justify content. Now if you write here the space between, justify content is space between, and save this file and refresh your page, now it gives the space, maximum space between these two elements. Okay, it gives the maximum space between these two elements. When how many element is here, there is I copy this line and paste it here and make a 3 heading here and paste, refresh my page. Now you can see that it's giving the same space between 3 lines here. Okay, but when you give here the space around, now it, when I refresh my page, now it gives the in the element around same space, it gives the space and the all around in the four side of your element. Okay, so this is the use of justify content. You can use this property with the display flags. It gives the good effect of your element. Okay, to look good, as you can see that this for 3 heading is looking good in the same line. Okay, so this is the use of display property. So if you learn something today, then give a thumb, press the bell icon and subscribe my channel.